Imagine a fashion trend that survives for 10,000 years. Now imagine it crosses oceans, continents, and entirely different species of humans, long before the invention of the wheel. Across the ancient world, from the deepest jungles of Mexico to the deserts of Iraq, the gods are all holding the exact same object, a small rectangular bag with a curved semicircular handle. Mainstream historians call them baskets or water buckets used for farming. But why would the supreme creators of the universe, the bringers of civilization, be carved holding simple farming tools? They wouldn't. Welcome to Echoes of Antiquity. Today, we open the handbag of the gods. And what is inside might rewrite human history. The trail begins at the oldest known temple on Earth, Göbekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey. On the famous Pillar 43, also known as the Vulture Stone, carved an astonishing 11,000 years ago, we see three distinct handbags sitting in a row along the top. This is thousands of years before the invention of writing, pottery, or metalwork. Yet, the design is already perfect. Fast forward 6,000 years to ancient Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. The Sumerians and Assyrians carved giant reliefs of the Apalu, the seven sages. These were demigods who emerged from the sea to teach humanity math, agriculture, and law. In their left hand, they hold the exact same bag. In their right hand, a pine cone. If the story stopped there, we could call it a local myth. But if we travel 7,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean, deep into the jungles of Mesoamerica, we find Olmec Monument 19 at La Venta. Here is Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god of the Americas. What is he holding? The exact same bag. How did the Olmecs and the Sumerians share the exact same blueprint for the gods, when they supposedly never met? Some researchers believe the bag is a cosmological symbol. The square bottom represents the earth, and the curved handle represents the dome of the sky. The gods holding it are literally holding the universe. But there is a more grounded, and perhaps more terrifying theory. What if the bag wasn't a symbol? What if it was a piece of technology? Across all these cultures, the gods holding the bags are known as the bringers of knowledge. They arrived after a great cataclysm, a flood that wiped out the old world. Could these gods actually be human survivors from a highly advanced, lost Ice Age civilization? And could the bags contain the seeds, the measuring tools, or the technological blueprints needed to restart civilization from scratch? We are told that civilization is a straight line from caveman to modern man. But the handbag tells a different story. It tells us that someone traveled the globe, handing out the blueprints for civilization, long before our history books even began.